I'm Han.
And I'm Celine.
And welcome back to a Fun Day Friday episode at the We Are Podcast. Today we're talking about TV shows and stuff that you think should watch. Some of these are a little bit more inappropriate than others, so we'll just tell you accordingly so that you can watch according to your
honestly,
age.
probably all of these are inappropriate, but like...
They're not inappropriate, they're just like a little too intense for certain age groups. So we'll let you know if it's like appropriate or not. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so, and also just don't judge off of us. Like, if you don't think it's appropriate, then don't, like, watch it.
Yeah, and also they'll have, like, ratings, and you can, like, listen to descriptions and stuff of it.
Okay.
So, let's start off with, like, you tell us your...
okay.
And your age group that you think it's good for.
Okay, the first show I'm going to talk about, literally anyone can watch. You can watch this if you're, like, 2 years old. The Great British Baking Show. It is my favorite show. I love it. I love it.
This is not your favorite show.
Excuse me?
It's not.
How do you know that?
I know that.
Okay, anyways. Well, it's like one of those things, it's sentimental. Anyways, it is amazing.
It's a good pastime if you're, like, doing homework. It's, like, good to have in the background.
No, but I just like watching it.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's a good show.
I like watching baking shows all the time.
I mean, if you like baking, obviously. If you hate baking.
No, but even if you hate baking, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, just because it's fun. And if you like, when you get into it, it gets
disastrous and gross.
Yeah, and you get to see things topple.
And these, like, British people, like, judge people.
And I love British people. Oh, Paul Hollywood's so funny. I love Paul Hollywood.
He's evil, though, so...
I know, but he's really funny.
He's like Simon Cowell, but, like, a British...
He's like... Oh, you know Gordon Ramsay? I love Gordon.
Yeah, he's, like, baking Gordon Ramsay.
Okay, what about you?
Okay, I have one... Okay, Kim's Convenience is so funny.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It's really good.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Okay, age range, like...
Yeah, it's really good. It's, like, basically what it's about. It's, like, a sitcom, and each different episode is different, but it's really good, like, just for fun, just, like, as a filler. It's really lighthearted, and a lot of things are just funny, and I kind of related to it a lot, so I thought that was a really good, show. You, go.
Okay.
Or not, like, you, but, like, you.
But what?
But you. But not, like, the show you.
Oh, let's talk about the show you. Okay. That was such a good show. Okay, kind of inappropriate, highly disturbing.
Disturbing. Okay. So if you're below, like, 15, don't watch it.
I would say, like, yeah. So it was good. It was about, like, a stalker, and he, like, was also a serial killer. And he, like, stalks his girlfriend.
To be honest, I wouldn't watch it, and I'm 15, so don't.
He stalks his girlfriends. And it's like he narrates it, too, so you, like, hear what he has to say.
If you're sensitive to that sort of thing, definitely don't watch it, because it could be a trigger. But
for me, it was just, like, it's so weird, but it's, like, intriguing, because it's, like, it's different than anything else I've ever watched, just because it's, like...
Yeah, okay, get closer to the mic.
Okay.
So, the next one I would say, this is more, I feel like you could watch this if you're, like, a teenager. It is All American, and it's a really good show. It kind of, like, details racism, but, like, in an interesting way. And it kind of gives you an insight into, like, what it's like living in a school in just an area that's a little bit, like, in the suburbs and, like, not, like, a white part of town, and it's really just interesting to see how people, like, balance that life with, like, neighborhood life and, like, gang members and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. They have romance in it. They have, like, that gang element just to see how, like, people balance it.
Yeah.
And it's, like, kind of, like, about this football star who comes from a neighborhood that's not necessarily, like, the most safe neighborhood, and there's a lot of gangs and stuff, and he, like, goes and he becomes, like, this football prodigy. So
wow.
Watch
That's
that.
Cool.
It's really cool.
Okay, the next one... It's called Spinning Out. It's actually not, like,
you just talked about that.
No, I didn't.
Spinning Out.
I didn't talk about it.
The ice skating show, right?
I never talked about that.
The 2-year-old one. Oh, no, that was the Great British. Never mind.
Girl! Okay. You have a
Sorry.
Okay, so Spinning Out, it's, like, it's not that popular, but I feel like it should be. Because it's good. So it's, like, this girl, it has, like, Hallmark movie vibes, but it's, like... but it's not, you know, because it's a little bit more complex. It's, like, this girl, and she's, like, bipolar, and her mother is, too, and she and her mom do not have a good relationship. But she's also, like, this really good ice skater, but she got, like, an injury, like, she fell when she was, like, doing this, like... spin. Yeah. And she has, like, you know, some trauma from that. And it's, like, her ice skating life and dating life and, like, everything. And, like, also, like, dealing with, like, being bipolar and stuff. So it's interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. I have one, and it is, I think we both watched this, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a reality show, and it's called Cheer.
Oh, that was a good show.
Yeah. It's a good show. It kind of, like, talks about how, like, difficult cheerleading is.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's, like, professional cheerleading.
yeah, like college
big,
level. Like,
big.
they're, like, the stars.
Yeah.
And they kind of just, and a lot of the people's backgrounds are really interesting to see. And they have, like, very traumatic or just, like, dark backgrounds. I think it's just really cool to see where that comes from. And again, I feel like that's really family friendly for the most part. It is.
Yeah, I mean, it can get sad and heavy sometimes.
It can get sad, but I feel like it's not inappropriate.
Yeah, it's not inappropriate. I don't think there are any, like,
so if you're not ready for, like, that emotionally, then don't watch it, but it's pretty good otherwise.
Yeah. Another show I watched, it's not on Netflix, but it was on, like, Apple TV, but it was really good. It's called...
I'm about to slap your head into the microphone.
I'll slap you. Okay. It's called Mosquito Coast. It was really good. It was kind of, like, more action, but it was, like, this family. They were, like, running away from the government, and they have, like, two kids.
Lovely.
Yeah. So they're basically, like, on the run, and they, like, go to this desert, and, like, they're, like, running and, like, hiding secrets, and, like, the dad is, like, smart, but, like, I'm pretty sure he's evil. I don't even know. So, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I have one that's, like, in action, too, but it also is a romance, and it's really famous. So Outer Banks is so good.
Oh, I love Outer Banks.
It's kind of like, so these teenagers, they're kind of, like, hippie-ish.
Yeah.
And they kind of, like, go on a hunt for treasure, which sounds super cheesy, but it's, like, this really dramatic, like, there's this whole, like, scandal involved with this rich dude, and, like, there's, like, a lot of fraud.
And the characters are so...
The characters are so good. There's a little bit of romance in it. Ew, what was that? Anyway, there's a bit of romance in it, and it's really good. I would say PG-13, probably.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a teenager, I think it's fine. It just depends on, like,
Yeah, it's really good. There's a lot of action to it. There's a lot of, like, overlapping elements that is really good. So.
Okay, so another show I watched is Imposters. That was really funny. It was like this con artist, and she would, like, basically pretend to fall in love with people, and then she would just take their money and, like, leave. And all this all these people that she had conned, like, these 3 people that she, like, married all of them, they, like, found each other, and they're like, wait, she married you too? And then they realized she was, like, conning them, and they, like, found her, and it's, like, about that, and it's kind of funny. It's, like, lighthearted. It's not, I don't think it's really inappropriate from what I remember. So it's, like, fairly, like, family friendly to a certain extent.
I'm going to talk about one more, then we'll take a break and come back. So, last one. This is something that has been so famous recently.
Oh,
and it is Squid
I know what
Game.
you're going to say.
Squid Game.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing.
I didn't really like it.
I watched, like, 6 episodes, maybe 7.
There's only 10. You should watch the rest of it.
Well,
there's,
my
like, a
sister,
plot
like,
twist.
was watching it with me, and then she's like, I quit. So.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's so gruesome and so inappropriate that you definitely shouldn't watch it. Honestly, I wouldn't even recommend watching it until you're, like, 16.
I don't know. I feel like it's so, like, they just do everything so casually that there's no emotional connection to anyone. And I don't think they developed the characters at all. Like, they're no good.
There is character development, but it's not like... It wasn't my type of show, but everyone loved it. So.
I never got attached to the show or the characters or the plot. Like, I was just like, I would watch it if I'm bored, but it's not something I was, like, invested in.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know.
To me, it wasn't that great, but there was a good plot twist, and if you really like action and you're of age, then go ahead.
There are some inappropriate scenes.
It's very disturbing, so, like, I would just make sure to be cautious of that. And given that, let's go on to our break, and stay tuned for more good TV shows.
Alright, bye! Welcome back
from the break.
Okay, so ready to go into more TV shows?
Yes.
Okay, so one of the shows I watched, it was called Behind Her Eyes. It was like,
get your mic.
Oh my gosh!
No one can hear you.
Okay,
I was listening to the audio the other day.
Shut up.
Terrible.
We don't need your
You
opinion.
shut up. I'll throw you off the bed again.
Excuse me. Okay, it was called Behind Her Eyes. It was more like psychological, and it was really confusing, but it was like intriguing because it was really weird. Like, it was hard to figure out. Okay, so this girl was like like, she was, like, in a relationship with this dude who also had a wife, but then she was also, like, friends with his wife, too, at the same time, but, like, the wife was, like, weird, and, like, she wasn't sure if the guy, too, she was, like, in a relationship with, or, like, the wife was, like, weird, like, it was a weird situation, and they wore, like, all white and took this medication, and it was really weird. And, like, but it happened to be, like, there was this thing, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there was a huge plot twist at the end. I was like, whoa there. It was good. It was good.
Yeah. My next show, I think we both also watched this, is The Society. And that was such a good show.
That was good.
It was a really intriguing show, but they, like, canceled it. So if you don't like being left on a cliffhanger, then don't watch it.
It was good. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it.
And also, in terms of, like, appropriateness, it's kind of inappropriate at times.
Yeah, I feel like...
I definitely just skip over those parts. I did. Yeah, I just skipped over those parts.
For sure.
But I'd say 14 is a good age to start watching.
Yeah, it was a good show. You know, they did leave off a cliffhanger, obviously, but it was good.
I wish they didn't cancel it, because I kind of was curious.
Yeah, so was I. Okay, oh, we both watched this show, too. Never Have I Ever.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was a really funny show. Like, it's so... Like, the main character is so problematic, but it's, like...
Yeah, it's really lighthearted, but it's also very emotional, too, at times.
Yeah. Like, it's more of a comedy, but it's not, like, just a comedy. It's also, like, you know, it has levels, depth to it.
Yeah, and I think it's really, like, it shows, like, a lot about, like, the life of someone and... just how certain things can affect people, and I think it's just a really good show to watch.
It's really
in terms of age appropriateness, I'd say if you're a teenager, you could watch it.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Really.
The language is a bit extreme, but there's nothing like showing that's bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Like certain languages, but like not gruesome. It's not. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
Next one.
Okay, I'll go because I have like a ton.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just watched this recently and it was good. It's called Blood and Water, and it's like this girl. So like her sister was like kidnapped when she was like she never really met her sister, but her parents were like devastated about it. And then she like finds this girl who's like the same age as like her sister would be and like kind of looks like her. I don't think she actually looks like her, but they said that in the show. But anyways, and she's like, wait, this is my sister. I think she's my sister. So she like starts like getting obsessed, and she like goes to the same school as her to like figure out like, is this my sister?
Oh wow.
And yeah.
Okay.
And
the next one, I'm gonna steal one of yours. So Virgin River.
Oh yes.
Virgin River. It's about like this lady. I won't spoil too much of it, but she moves to a town called Virgin River.
Yeah, she moves after her husband dies.
And it's a very, very like secluded town. Everyone knows each other there, and there's just a lot of drama in the town. It's kind of like, it's not very like funny or anything, but it's like more of like a drama show.
I think it's kind of more emotional too. There's some like
there's a lot of heavy topics, so it there could be a trigger for people like miscarriage and stuff,
in like
blood, death, cancer, cheating, stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, but I really liked it. Like, they have like 3 seasons, but
I don't think it's too inappropriate either.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's some scenes you have to skip over, but it's not like
13 and up. I say you could watch it. 13 and up.
Yeah.
Especially if like you're watching with an adult, which is probably what we would recommend. But yeah. Next one.
Do you have one?
Vampire Diaries.
Oh my god. Okay. I love that show though. That was so good. There were the last season.
13 and up for age. It was so good. It was
the last seasons were sucky, but like
they were so bad. After season 6, it's like really.
Okay, I feel like the characters were just so. There was good character development too.
They're really good. And it was just so intriguing, and the concept was like it seemed basic, but then as you increase,
I thought it was rip off Twilight when I first started watching.
Yeah, but then as you like watch the other season, it's really good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that was like a really good show. And there's like everyone's like beautiful in that show.
Yeah, Damon specifically. What? Okay, next. This one is controversial. Riverdale.
Well,
okay, I don't even know how.
I used to be like, yes, Riverdale, but now that I think about it, the only good season was season 1 and 2.
Okay, I loved it. Like, I want to not like it, but it's so bad that it's good. Like,
season 1 was really intriguing. It had so much potential, and they kind of ruined it.
Like, it's so bad, but it's also good because it's so bad. You know, like, it's so weird. It's like this. What is it even about?
Season 1 had so much potential.
What's it even about? I don't even know what it's about.
It's kind of like, it's a lot of mystery.
And it's like these teens being
after
idiots.
season 3. Okay, during season 3 and after, like season 3 and after, it gets really psychological. So maybe stop watching.
What was 3.5? Oh, was that the annoying one
was
about
like,
the
organ
Griffin
donor
Queen
farmer.
Oh, that was the farm.
Yeah, that was terrible. But the first season is really good. It's just a murder mystery, and there's like teenagers that are trying to figure out this whole thing, and it's really intense. So it is very intense. There's a lot of triggers in it. It is kind of psychological, especially in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th season. So I'd say watch the first season and then just kind of like, and maybe the 2nd season, but there is a lot of gruesomeness. So just, I'd say teenagers again, 13 and up.
Okay. Let's do like a couple more. Okay. Do you have any more?
I have like, do you have any reality shows?
Yeah.
Wait, weren't you obsessed with that show, like The Watch Eye or something? Like the whole...
What? Oh, The Circle!
Yeah!
Yes! Thank you for reminding me.
Almost like The Hole or something.
The what?
So I don't know.
I was like, what are you talking about? Okay. The Circle. Okay. That is such a good show. Okay, it's really like stupid, but it's also really like addictive.
I watched like half an episode and I gave up on it.
Okay, so it's like this social media competition. Like all these people are like they're talking over like text basically, and they're like they don't meet each other, but they create these profiles. And, like, it's a competition. Whoever, like, makes it to the end wins. And, like, you rate each other based on, like...
It's like catfish.
You can also be a catfish. You can choose to be genuine, but, like, half the people are catfishes and they do fake profiles. And then you can rat out the catfishes and, like, it's, like, this whole thing. And it's really good.
Yeah, I thought it was really stupid.
No, it's stupid.
What's
but, like,
the age you'd say?
Okay, some of it is, I mean, I would say, like, mostly fine for teenagers. It's not, like, explicitly showing, but they do talk about stuff.
Okay.
You know how, like, in certain shows, like...
Yeah, that's, like, never have I ever...
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's terrible. I would say, like, if it's a teenager, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, reality show for me, I like reality shows. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of fun. I watch Big Pots. Again, this is kind of like an Indian reality show, but it's so funny. And like, I'm just like really good at reading subtitles, so I read the subtitles for the most part, and it's like hilarious because they're like a lot more intense than I feel like most American shows.
Oh, that reminds me. I watched this one like Korean soap opera show called like Crash Landing on You, and it was really good.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, by the way, most of these shows are on Netflix or like Hulu or something.
Every show I've talked about is on Netflix. One of them is like Apple TV, but
yeah,
besides that.
I think you said that though.
Yeah.
So that wraps up today. I feel like Harry Potter's like 20th anniversary was recent, so watch Harry Potter.
Yay!
Anyway, all of our socials are linked in our bio. Check out our other social media. Follow us, email us, check out our website, and stay tuned.
Okay, thank you for watching.
At @weare_youthorg. Bye.
Bye.